Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here today with another special guest, and I'm honored to have her today. And as always, I don't introduce her, but I let her introduce herself. So what's your name, surname, and where you're from?
Thank you for having me, Irene. My name is Nancy Sumari, and I am from the beautiful country of Tanzania. If anyone has not visited yet, you're most welcome. I am a social entrepreneur. I write children's books, but I also run an innovation hub that teaches children about technology and how we can be able to leverage technology to create value. I am also invested in an online media company where we create and curate content for young people to be able to allow them to participate in the development agenda of our nation. So our country is 70% populated with young people. And so we are convinced that if we invest in the right way, especially through the right information, we will be able to create positive strides moving forward as a country.
Awesome. I really want to spread what you do. And the projects that you are running are very interesting. But I'm curious about how did you choose the field of your investment?
Mostly out of interest and passion. I'm someone who really is curious about the world that is around me, and I'm always seeking information. And so for me, the online media company came very naturally because I'm always seeking the right information that will allow me to make the right decisions. It's a concern that is there for young people locally, but I think more and more moving forward, I think globally we are paying more attention to having the right information that allows us to make the right decisions. A very quick example is what was happening with COVID. There was a lot of misinformation going around, and it was very difficult for anyone to make any plans because we just didn't have the right information.
Do you have a good experience that comes out of your children's book?
Absolutely. I think I have a lot of positive feedback from parents, because one of the unfortunate things is that we don't have a lot of local stories here at home that tell stories of the everyday people around us. Oftentimes, even if you walk into a lot of bookstores, you only read of extraordinary individuals, or you read of presidents or leaders. But I wanted to highlight stories of everyday people who are really doing remarkable things. Again, to highlight how important we now look at healthcare providers and farmers in our communities who have really helped us through such a tumultuous year. And one of the things that I was trying so much with my book is to highlight these everyday people who contribute so much to the life that we lead, and just be able to just celebrate them also. So I get a lot of positive feedback from parents.
That's awesome. So what was your journey? How did you arrive here? How did you reach all those goals?
I've had a very interesting journey. My life has really been one of pure grace, if I should say so, because a lot of what I'm doing now, I never really thought I could be able to do it, or it wasn't necessarily in my plans. I think it was a question of just taking one day at a time and just sort of realizing that I am able to do or explore my passions exactly the way I want to. Before I got here, I was in school. I was just a regular individual going to school. I've had a lot of experiences learning from each other and having people really champion for me. So after finishing school, I participated in Miss Tanzania, which led my journey into Miss World, where I luckily became the top 6. So I was Miss World Africa. And that experience opened up the world to me. So I began traveling quite a lot and doing a lot of charity projects, and really learning about the world and different cultures and ways and my place in the world. That's why I'm very passionate about giving back to my community, because I feel that people have really just lifted me up and championed for me and supported me in ways that I couldn't have imagined.
Do you remember? Mentors.
Yes, the mentors that I've met along the way, right?
Yes.
Honestly, I have been really lucky in terms of being able to be surrounded by women and men who I completely admire professionally, and who have dedicated a lot of time and a lot of effort to be able to inform me, to teach me, to sometimes bring me back to the path that I'm on now. I think I've been blessed in that sense that I've had mentors. I've had yourself, who's been such a positive force at a time when we were doing the fellowships. So every part of every journey that I take, I'm always surrounded by incredibly powerful women who often sometimes don't even know that they're mentoring me, but they are really inspiring and informing me in every way, really.
Sometimes you're right when you say people sometimes do things not even knowing that they are impacting other people's lives. And definitely one day you will meet someone and she will tell you, you know, that time that you said that thing, I changed my mind on something and you helped me. Did it happen to you already?
It does. Sometimes I meet people who say, oh, I watched an interview that you did and you said something really powerful, or some message that you put out maybe on Twitter or through your books. And so sometimes it happens to me as well. And I'm really grateful that I'm able to be that person for someone, because so many people are those people for me.
These talks are about leadership for change. And one of the questions that I really like to explore with all my interviewees is about leadership. How do you define the concept of leadership?
I think leadership is a calling, but I think it is service. Most often than not, there is a misconception whether a leader is someone people follow, but also, in my opinion, a leader is someone who is able to inspire other people to lead. I think leadership is about giving yourself up or putting yourself aside for greater causes. And I think in many, many ways, the everyday people demonstrate such leadership in terms of taking care of their families, taking care of their parents, caring for your community. Acts of leadership can look like just caring for your environment and teaching others to do the same, but also through a person's actions and how they're able to inspire others is a mark of any good leader.
My philosophy, my idea of leadership, it's absolutely the same. And that's why I combine the two words. It's a leadership for change, because in my opinion, as you were saying, it's inspiring others for the good of the community and not just for your personal growth. So do you agree about the combination of leadership and change together?
Oh, absolutely. I think any incredible and remarkable leaders, even if history is to teach us anything, it's that they have been forces of change and positive change. So I think now more than ever, leadership should always stand next to change, because without good leadership, we are not able to have transformative change that we need.
Unfortunately, we went through a very effective, in terms of impact in everyday's life, change during the last year. How did you dealt with it?
I had good days and bad days, like most people. I was grateful to be able to have good health, and my loved ones also enjoying good health during the crisis. But I also had moments of frustration where I wasn't sure of tomorrow. We were struggling with work because we were being forced to think outside of the box and operate very differently in a space we didn't know how long for. But I think through it all, the greater lesson for us was just slowing down is not a bad thing. And I think also thinking outside of the box, the nature in which human beings have, the creativity, the ingenuity, was something that I just continue to have hope in human beings for. It was one of those years that changed my life. So yes, it was challenging, it was tough, but what is the greater lesson that we needed to learn from it? And in moving forward, what would we do better?
What is your vision for this year?
I want to function very effectively in terms of just being very dynamic, not necessarily doing the same things in the same way all the time, but obviously exploring ways in which are alternative. I would like to explore working from home a lot more, doing the things that I'm very passionate about. So working more on my books and being invested more in my daughter and spending a lot more time with her in terms of the academic side of things, and just yeah, investing more in the things that count and giving that time. So.
My last question, going towards the end of the interview, is related to leadership for change. As you said, think out of the box. Everything is possible. You have just to find the way. So that's why I'm asking you, if you have a dream with a deadline, something that you really would like to realize that impact your community or your life, do you have it?
I do. I do have a dream with a deadline, and that is a classroom of the future. I am currently designing a next generation classroom and what that would look like. It doesn't have geographical boundaries. It doesn't have a set kind of curriculum. It's limitless and it's open and it welcomes all sorts and ages. It's a remarkable dream. It's something that I am very passionately working on now, and I am itching for it. I need it to happen, and I'm working on it, and I'm investing the right resources, but also I'm not doing it alone, which I think is something most people need to understand, that you don't need to do everything alone.
I love it. I think now I'm just looking forward to seeing the result of your dream. So the dream can be coming true.
What is your dream?
You know that you are one of a kind, right? After I've done it 40 interviews, and you are the first one that is asking me, what is my dream? I like it.
Oh, please share with us.
Of course I do. My dream with a deadline is Leadership for Change Academy. And I'm honest saying this because I was thinking about it, being part of the Global Village and other leadership programs. I've seen so many students like you, that you are not just a student, but you come there already a business person with a lot of experience. And I can just learn from you and from other people coming to those kind of programs. And I understood that there is a gap into the leadership development. When people talk about leadership development, talks about themselves. It's a personal growth. And what I'm really passionate about is to make a change into your surroundings, your neighborhood, your community. And if you are the person that can inspire, you can change the world one action at a time. Action, not person. Because you do, you show. Yeah. And that's why I'm interviewing you. Because you are a beautiful human being that does things, just not talks about it. You do. And you do through your passion, empowering others, helping others, being helped by others, and not being ashamed to say, I need you. I need your help. Can you help me? And you, in the opposite side, you help others. So this is my dream, to realize a Leadership for Change Academy where people like you, like me, have a dream and they don't have the same passion or maybe the same connections that we have. And they would like to realize this dream and they don't know how to. And so that's my dream.
It's a wonderful dream. I'm proud to know you.
Thank you for helping me in spreading to the world your experience that can be inspiring for others. And I hope that they will reach out to you because you are a great person. Thank you, Nancy. It was great talking to you, and see you soon.
Thank you. Thank you, Irene. Thank you for all that you're doing. And I look forward to catching up more and more.